What's going on? So let's talk about those Caitlin Clark racist fans who couldn't wait to let Angel Reese let her know how they felt. Now, Caitlin Clark got the better end in the game. There was that push off bump, which that's just old school basketball, really. I didn't make much ado about the um, the offsetting attacks because Angel Reese did push off and Caitlin Clark retaliated, and that much to do about nothing. But let's talk about the racist rhetoric that comes out of the mouths of those fans in the stands. Let's do it. I always got to hear, oh, WNBA condemns that, and the NBA condemns that, and the NFL condemns that, and NHL condemns that, and tennis and golf condemns that. NFL, all they condemn it, and they stop in racism in the end zone on the courts, and they don't do nothing about it because they'd rather take somebody getting a David Duke on in the stands than to speak up about what's going on. Money over matter. What the heck do you think is happening in here when these corporations all agree with Trump with taking, even though DI did not pertain to black folks, even though diversity is just that, it doesn't really benefit in the big picture. But what do you think about when you going after a group of people because of the color of their skin, and then people take that frustration out in public and they act a fool in public? They act out because Angel Reese gets up there, and you got to tell people that it's 2025, it's not 1945. They're having pre Jackie Robinson flashbacks. Yeah, ain't that something how history just repeats itself? What Althea Gibson had to go through when she was dominating women's tennis, the first African American Wimbledon tennis player to win, and what Serena Williams went through. And even the guy that sometimes is whatever he is, I don't know what he's gonna call himself, Tiger Woods. You remember how that is when that goes on? You know how that is? And you gotta sit there and take that because they're buying public. And you gotta sit there and take that like you a Diddy partner. Like, take this, take that, take this, take that. This is a reality. Yeah, I know. I remember that baseball sign in the Boston Red Sox a few years back, and they said racism is as American as apple pie. It's just set up. And it's true. They glorify it. These idiots get tickets. They spend all that money to be bigots. Cracks me up. They pay to be vulgar, to be racist, and to incite. Now, where is LeBron James at? Oh yeah, he's a big Caitlin Clark fan. He got nothing to say. Oh, where are all these people that? Where are these? Where's Adam Silver at? You know, you can control certain things. You hear things being said. You know, I think about James Dolan, the New York Knicks owner. He didn't like what Charles Oakley was doing, so he had him dragged out the stadium. Could you imagine the biggest getting dragged out on their ears? Don't come back. They know people say the most vile things. They know it. They capture them. They know who says what. They know the noises they make. They know Angel Reese's card hate because you know why? Because she's so far in terms of what she achieved in college, and I said college, did more than Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark has better these stats. Angel Reese did the thing. She won the ring. And she paid a price. And see, the romanticism of Bird versus Magic and all that, they don't tell you what the audio is like. They sell you on that Pinot and do the right thing. Oh, you're magical. They not really black. They magical. Until you don't be part of the favorite, and then they want to just say whatever. Because they think that you can take it. They think that you're supposed to just take it. Now, if Angel Reese was to morph into Jasmine Crockett and start using, and then also morph into, say some things that just broke them off like she had been studying Maya Angelou and through words and quotes, they wouldn't know how to handle themselves. And see, this is the reality. It becomes political, it becomes broke down, and it comes down to stuff that is beyond. And Caitlin Clark ain't a void without knowing that, what's going on. She knows. She knows. Do you ever think she gonna come out here and say, I'm not proud. I don't have privilege. Do you really think that? But I do wonder where so-called where people aren't saying nothing. Where are they? Hmm? Where's LeBron James at? Where's Chris Paul at? Where's Dwayne Wade at? Where's Carmelo Anthony at? You remember y'all did that PR front for ESPN, the ESPN Awards, and y'all try to be all deep. Where you at? All y'all want to do is have loud mouths like Gilbert Arenas or have Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson talk loud and eagerish and say all kinds of stuff. But when you have a real social issue that pertains to your situation, you get real quiet. And so does the commissioner. Because all this, well, we don't. Yeah, well, you know what? You took the money. You know what? You probably know what section it came in. And you know good and well when Angel Reese comes in according to Caitlin Clark, they going to act like, oh boy. Angel Reese is getting treated like she's the modern day female version of Jack Johnson. And if you don't know, you need to see how that went down over 100 years ago. Because it's the same thing. When's you going to actually realize what's it got to take? Somebody coming to the basketball game or the stadium with a black cat like they did Jackie Robinson and say, here's your mama, here's your daddy. Is that what you waiting on? Because I won't be surprised if they go back to the way they did Jackie and the way they did Bill Russell. History has a way of repeating itself. And so from Althea Gibson to Arthur Ashe to what Serena Williams and so many Barry Bonds, etc., went through, they'll tell the truth, not the sugar-coated version that they want to sell you on to make it look like, they want to make it look like it's luster when it's lame. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another, and share it if you like. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.